Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we continue speaking about pronouns in English. In this lesson we are going to discuss demonstrative pronouns. First and foremost, let's start with the definition. What demonstrative pronouns are? Demonstrative pronouns are those pronouns that point things out. They are used to indicate which things or people are being referred to and to distinguish them from others. The meaning of demonstrative pronouns normally depends on a particular context and cannot be understood without it. So what are these words? These are this or these, that, or those, such, and the same. The demonstrative pronouns this and that have plural forms, and this way we have this, these, and those. We use this and these to point at what is nearer in time or space, and we use that and those to point at what is further away in time or space. For instance, look at this. In this sentence, you point at something that is near to you and which is singular. The sentence "look at that" tells us about something that is further away and is also singular. "Look at these" means that we are talking about something which is near but is in plural. And "look at those" also tells us about something which is in plural but which is further away from us. Let's look at more examples where these, that, these, and those are used in different sentences. This is the milk we bought yesterday. We shouldn't have gone there. That was a mistake. Those are the lemon trees we planted last fall. These must be your most recent works. Put that down, please. And this costs much more than that. As you see in the first sentence, we are obviously talking about a bottle of milk which is in front of us now. A bottle of milk that we have in our fridge or on the kitchen counter. This milk, the milk we bought yesterday. In the second sentence, that was a mistake, we're referring to something which happened in the past. That was a mistake, that action we did some time ago. In the third sentence, those are the lemon trees we planted last fall. We are obviously speaking about something in the distance. Those lemon trees that you see in the end of the yard or somewhere on a hill, and so on and so forth. Sentence number 4, these must be your most recent works, also tells us that the speaker is referring to something which is plural and is close to him or her. These pictures, for example, or these pots are your most recent works, and so on and so forth. Please note that following the rule of the sequence of tenses, these and these should be changed into that and those respectively. For instance, this is what I don't like in women, he said. When we want to report his words, and we start with said with the past simple tense, we are going to change our tenses. We are going to go one step back. You can check more information on the sequence of tenses in this video. The link will be in the description to this lesson. So what are we going to change here? We should say, he said that was what he didn't like in women. Obviously, we change the present simple tense, I don't like, into he didn't like, into the past simple tense. We also changed the agent of action. I is changed into he, right? But we also changed this into that, because the thing that we are talking about is no more in front of us. It's somewhere in the past. Another example, these are my sisters, she told us. What are we going to do with this sentence? We are going to report her words, and thus we'll have, she told us that those were her sisters. Again, the present simple tense, are, is changed into the past simple tense, were, and apart from that, these is changed into those. Please note that when the demonstrative is used directly before a noun, it is a determiner. When it is not describing a noun, it is a pronoun. You may also hear that these and that are called adjectives. This is only partially true because actually they are determiners or pronouns. If they describe a noun and go in front of it, they are determiners. What is the difference between a determiner and an adjective? As both actually describe a noun, give some characteristics of the noun that we are talking about. The difference is that a determiner goes before a noun, and an adjective can go either before a noun or after it. Let's look at some examples where these and that are pronouns and at some examples where they are determiners. This is what I need for my project. These are mine. In these sentences, this and these are pronouns. They don't describe any nouns. This wooden frame is just what I need. These pencils are mine. In these sentences, they are determiners. Why? In the first sentence, frame is the noun that the word this describes. And in the second sentence, pencils is such a noun. These pencils are mine. So these is a determiner in this case. Let's look at some more examples. Look at this cute coffee pot. I bought it yesterday in that new antique store. This suitcase seems bigger than that one we saw yesterday. These books here are all in English. Those ones on that shelf near the window are in French. In all of these examples, we have nouns after our demonstratives. That's why our demonstrative pronouns here function as determiners. Another example. These marigolds are better than those marigolds that we planted last year. Obviously, this is not a very nice sentence. We repeat the word marigolds 2 times. And in this case, both these and those are determiners. They precede the nouns that they describe. Let's try to change something in the sentence to make it more beautiful. These marigolds are better than those ones that we planted last year. We can replace the word marigolds with ones, and this way we'll avoid the repetition. Are these and those determiners here, or are they pronouns? Of course, they are determiners. These marigolds is a noun, and one replaces the second marigolds, so it functions as a noun. Let's change the sentence even more. These marigolds are better than those that we planted last year. Now there is nothing after the word those. It doesn't describe any noun anymore, so we can say that these before marigolds is a determiner, but those is a pronoun. And the sentence sounds much better, more concise, without any repetitions, much better than the first one, right? Another couple of examples. He admires those people who succeed. Those is a determiner. It describes the noun people. Let's change this sentence. He admires those who succeed. In this case, those is a pronoun. And the last couple of examples here. Those children who are taking part in the competition are requested to come onto the stage. Those is a determiner in this case. It describes the word children. Let's change the sentence. Those taking part in the competition are requested to come onto the stage. We dropped the noun, and now those is a pronoun. It functions as a pronoun in the sentence. Another thing to mention is that these, that, these, those, both as pronouns and as determiners, can be applied to both people and things. Why does this man look so familiar? Why is that man's face covered in mud? These ladies obviously know each other very well. Those people over there told me you may help me. How much do those armchairs cost? And how much do you want for those? You see that our these, that, these, those play different functions in the sentences, but they can represent both objects and living beings. Another 2 words that fall under the umbrella of demonstrative pronouns are such and the same. Let's speak about such first. The pronoun such is used to refer to a person, thing, or idea that was previously mentioned. It is also used to give an example of a type of person or thing. Let's see. The shop sells duvets, cushions, pillows, and such. We often use this word in the end of a list to mean and items like that and similar items, similar things. Never have I seen such in my whole life. And such was not my intention. So you can see in the three sentences, such is used as a pronoun. It is used by itself without any noun following it, and it means something similar to what was previously mentioned. Let's now look at a group of different examples. The same word, but a different function. Never have I seen such beautiful flowers in my whole life. What's happened here? We added the word flowers, so such, as well as beautiful, now describe flowers. Such is a determiner here, beautiful as an adjective. Such was the situation during the negotiations. Such belongs to the situation here and functions as a determiner. We've had such changeable weather this week. The noun, the word such, describes here is weather. So such is a determiner here, and your sister Nancy is such a cutie. A cutie is a noun, and such describes it. So in all of these four sentences, such is a determiner. Pay attention to the last one, please. Your sister Nancy is such a cutie. Why do we use an article here? We didn't do it in the previous sentences, so why do we use a? Such a cutie in this sentence. The word such can be used before both countable and uncountable nouns, singular nouns and plural nouns, but the presence of the article a will depend on what kind of noun we are talking about. So such without any articles is used before nouns in plural and before uncountable nouns. Thus we have he has been having such terrible dreams lately. Dreams is a noun in plural. So we use such, not such a. Such confidence would only come with time and experience. Confidence is an abstract noun, so such is used without any articles. Such a is used before countable singular nouns. We will say, it is such a nice place to live. Place is a singular countable noun. Alice is such a talented photographer. Again, photographer is a singular countable noun. Michael lacks the experience necessary to lead such an expedition. Expedition is a singular countable noun. So I hope this difference is clear. We use such a with countable singular nouns and just such with uncountable abstract nouns and nouns in plural. Another problem English learners might encounter is how to differentiate between such and so. You should not confuse such and so. They are very different. Let's see. Such is used with nouns and noun phrases. We say, I've never stayed at such an expensive hotel. There is a noun here, hotel. My husband doesn't like some vegetables, such as carrots and onions. A noun phrase follows such, right? Such as carrots and onions. So is used with adjectives, adverbs, and quantifiers, such as many, much, little, few, etc. You are so kind and understanding. You see, there is no noun in this sentence following the word so, only adjectives. You are so kind, you are so understanding, the weather is so good, and so on and so forth. He was so exhausted that he forgot his luggage at the airport. Exhausted is an adjective and it is not followed by any noun. How did she learn to play the guitar so well? Well is an adverb. There are so many good restaurants in this town. Many is a quantifier, and why do you eat so little? Another quantifier, little. So this is what you want to remember. Such is used before nouns, So is used before adjectives, adverbs, quantifiers, things like that. The last pronoun that we are going to talk about today is same. The pronoun same is always used with a definite article. So basically, it's always the same. Let's see the examples. He says he won't buy the products of this company anymore and will encourage everyone else to do the same. Alan is very smart. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said about his sister. What does the same mean in these sentences? It means similar, right? Identical. Same may also function as an adjective or as an adverb. They have the same rights and the same obligations. Here it functions as an adjective meaning identical. They have the identical rights and the identical obligations. Classical and acoustic guitars produce and amplify sound in the same way. In the same way is an adverbial phrase. It answers the question how? How? In the same way. 10 years have passed, but this place looks exactly the same. The same is an adjective here that describes this place. And the last example, they treated their adopted children the same as their own ones. How? The same, meaning the same way, right? The same is an adverb here. That being said, let's take a little test. As always, I suggest that you write the sentences down, do the exercise by yourself, and then check it with me. Presuming that you have done that, let's check. Who lives in that house on the hill? On the hill, obviously we are speaking about something which is at the distance, somewhere there. That's why we say that house. Do you see those sheep over there? I wonder what breed they are. Why do we choose those? Because again, over there, somewhere on that hill, right? Over there. Can you help me understand what's written here? Let me see. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know this language. We use this because we are talking about something that we're looking at or holding in our hands, right? This text right in front of our eyes. These is my new glasses. Don't they suit me? These, the glasses that I either hold in my hands or am wearing now, right? That's why these glasses. Though you say that these or those are two different colors, they look the same to me. Here it doesn't actually matter, the context doesn't give us any additional information to identify whether we're talking about something which is in the distance or right in front of us. So both these and those are okay. We use plural forms because the noun that these words are connected to is in plural colors. Right? He never told anyone what bothered him. Such was his character. This is the way he was, yeah? Toby is such a clever dog. It seems to me he understands everything I say. We should say such a, not such, because dog is a countable singular noun. And the last one, the band played the same song 5 times that night. Now a question to you. Which of these sentences contain pronouns and not determiners? These 3. The sentences 4, 5, and 6. In these sentences, these, those, and the same don't function as pronouns. That's all for today. I hope this lesson was useful. Please subscribe to this channel not to miss my other lessons, and see you next time.